Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Good morning. As I said previously, the reason I sing those words is because I believe those words truly represent who God really is. Not that God is simply an Elohim, and so when you see in the beginning God created, they've translated Elohim to God, but God is far more than that. And instead of being offended that I would say that there are many gods, shouldn't it speak to how great God is that he's even created gods? That he's created the Elohim? God is the beginning of creation. God is Bereshit, the beginning. God is Bara, to create. Bereshit bara, to begin creation. And not just any creation, but the creation of Elohim, heavens and earth. God is the source of all life. And I've shared previously that I believe that life requires three things. It requires matter, intellect, and power, a power source. I believe God is the power source. I believe that every spirit that's been created was created through a little bit of God, a little bit of God's matter, a little bit of God's intellect, and a little bit of God's power. I believe that when a spirit reaches the level of an Elohim, that means that they too can participate in this process, and they can take a little part of their matter, a little part of their intellect, and a little part of God's power to create life. And that's the biggest difference between all the other Elohim and God, is that the Elohim don't use their own power. They aren't the source of power. God is the source of power. I don't believe in worshiping many gods. I don't believe that any being besides God himself, the creator of all life, including the Elohim, I believe only he should be worshipped. And that is what would separate someone between worshiping one God and worshiping many gods. For this reason, I don't believe in Trinitarianism. I don't believe in all three beings being one Elohim. I don't believe that it's three separate beings with one authority. I don't believe in the different variations that people come up with. I believe that we can believe in many Elohim and still believe that there is one God, the source of all life. Now, the book of Genesis comes from the scroll Bereshit, to begin. The first three letters of this scroll are Bet Resh Aleph. Bet Resh Aleph is the first three letters of Bereshit, the word and the scroll, and Bet Resh Aleph spells bara, which is to create. Creation is a part of the beginning, is a part of God. Now, I was thinking it would be really cool if Bet represented matter, Resh represented intellect, intelligence, and Aleph represented the power of God. Wouldn't it be cool if the three things that are required for all life are what make up the word bara, which is to create? And since God is the source of these three things, then God will be the source of bara. God will be the source of life. And so I've looked up what Bet means, what Resh means, what Aleph means. And Bet, one of the meanings was house. With Resh, one of the meanings was good and evil, or thought. And with Aleph, I didn't see anything about the power of God, but I know that Aleph is supposed to represent God in some way. So those of you who are out there who are Hebrew scholars who study the language, what do you think? Wouldn't that be interesting if the first three letters of the Torah represented God's matter, God's intelligence, and God's power? Just something to think about. I really would like for you to feel the freedom to explore the Torah without the restrictions of somebody telling you what it has to mean. I would like for everyone to be able to feel free in their spiritual journey as they come to know God for themselves, as you begin looking inward for those three things. Can you find the power of God inside you? Can you find God's intelligence within you? Can you recognize that this body, this matter, came from Him, that He's the source of all matter, all intelligence, and all power? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Let me know what you think. I love you all. Thank you for watching these videos, and may the power of heaven rest upon you and guide you in your spiritual journey to find God, the beginning of creation. Bereshit bara.